Good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and healthy and taking good care of yourself. Okay, before I start, I'm here with you all for the other EVS session. So, the thought for the day for today is make the best out of today, which means that we should always use the time in doing constructive activities. That means we should try to use the time wisely and we should never ever waste the time. Okay, so whatever time we have, let's try to make the best use of it. So, are you all ready? Okay, so now you must be wondering what we will be doing today, isn't it? Are you curious to know about it? Okay, just imagine, close your eyes, and I'm giving you a situation, and you have to imagine yourself in that situation. Close your eyes and just imagine that you are standing in scorching heat of the sun. What you will do? How you will feel if you're standing under the scorching heat of the sun? It's extremely hot, isn't it? You're sweating badly and we are feeling so much hot. What you will do? Just think. Okay, I'm giving you one more situation. Just imagine it's raining very heavily. It's a thunderstorm and it's raining very, very heavily. What would you like to do? Yes? Think. Okay, can you see on your screen a bird? Now just imagine that this bird is also there in the scorching heat of the sun. Or it's raining very heavily. What will this bird do? Or say, an animal is coming near this bird. What this bird will do? This poor little bird? What it will do? Just think. Where will this little bird go and shelter? Take the shelter and hide herself from the sun or the extreme heavy rain or from this wild animal? Think. Or what about you? Where you will go? If it is extremely raining very heavily or in extreme scorching heat of the sun, what you will do? Where you will go and take the shelter? Where you will hide yourself? I know your answer will be home, isn't it? Our home is the most safe and the coziest place, isn't it? So we will all go and we will take a shelter inside our homes, isn't it? Yes, so home is the correct answer. So today we will study about different kinds of houses, and we will even study about that why do we need a house? Have you ever wondered why do we need a house? No? Okay, we will study today. So are you all ready now? Okay, so as you all know that house is a place where we all live, all living things, whether it be bird like you have seen just now, the animals, or we, the human beings, we all need a place to live. Like the bird will go and hide herself or will make herself comfortable in the nest. Like if I compare about us and if we talk about we human beings, what we will do if it is extremely raining heavily or in the scorching heat of the sun, we will go inside our homes, isn't it? We take the shelter inside our homes. So our home, or you can say our house, it keeps us safe from bad weather, whether it be extremely raining heavily or sunlight, or there is a wild storm, there is a thunderstorm, or imagine a situation of natural disaster like the flood, the drought, what we do? We take the shelter inside our house. And even it keep us safe from the wild animals, isn't it? So we need a house to keep us safe from bad weather such as rain, sunlight, storm, and even it protect us from the wild and ferocious animals, isn't it? Okay, so in even in past, the people, the early human beings, to protect themselves from sun, cold, wild animals, they used to hide themselves in the caves. Can you see? They took the shelter inside these caves, as you can see on your screen also. Can you see this? Can you relate to these pictures? But think, why they used to take a shelter inside a cave? Why? Because at that time they didn't know the skill of building a homes. They used to live in the same kind of homes like we live today? No, they used to live in caves, isn't it? Or they used to take the shelter under the big pieces of these stones. Why? Because at that time they didn't know how to build a house. So later when they learned to build their house, they started making their house with the help of whatever material was available over there. Like the big pieces of stones, mud, straw. So whatever things were available in the forest, they used to make the homes using those materials. Okay, even the leaves of the tree. So if I talk about the types of houses, I know you must have studied these earlier also, but let's quickly recall. We have two types of houses. That is our kacha house, which is made up of mud, straw, the material which is available in the nature. You can say even the leaves or the dry husk. So these types of houses are generally found in villages. As you can see the picture also. Yes? Isn't it looking beautiful? Yes. And similarly, the pakka house, the houses which we generally see in cities, the house in which we live, it is made up of bricks, cement, and iron. So these kind of houses are mostly found in big cities and towns. Like we also live in pakka house. So these are two types of houses. That is the kacha house, which is made up of mud, straw, and you can say the husk or the leaves of the tree. Whereas the pakka house, which is made up of bricks, cement, and iron. The kacha house, where these houses are found. These houses are found in villages. Whereas if I talk about pakka house, these types of houses are found in cities and towns. Okay? Okay. Now, let's discuss about the various types of houses. As you can see on the screen, isn't this house looking beautiful? Yes? Okay. So, a big country house. Can you see it has a big house? It's a very big house with lots of land. And they are old style houses. Normally, these are owned by very wealthy families. Wealthy means very rich families. And these are called as manor or mansions. Okay. So these are big houses which are built in very wide or big area, you can say. And generally very rich people or very wealthy people own these kinds of houses. And in front of this house, you can see there is a big garden also, isn't it? So this kind of a house is called as mansion, or you can say a man. Okay? Okay. So now let's move on to the next house, which is dugout. As the name suggests, dugout means it is made under the earth. The earth is taken out, the mud is taken out, and it is dug under the surface of the earth. As you can see in the picture also, a dugout, or you can say it is also known as pit house. Dugout is also known as a pit house. So it is a shelter for human or domesticated animals. Like the animals, domesticated animals means the animals which we keep inside our homes. Like the dog, the cats, the rabbits, and even the livestock, the cow, the buffaloes. Okay? They dug a depression in the ground and they live over there. Why? Because they feel to make themselves feel cool. So, dugouts can be fully recessed into the earth with a flat roof covered by a ground, or you can find these kinds of houses mainly near the hillsides. As you can see in the picture also, so basically these kinds of houses, even the human beings, they used to live in earlier times, and even it is built for to keep the animals. So this kind of house, as you can see in the picture, it is called a dugout. Okay, can we move on to the next one? This kind of a house is called as a sack, cabin, or a hut. So as you can see in the picture, it is a small building often made by using the whatever left out or whatever waste material is there. As you can see in the picture also, the tin, the old stones, the old wood, all these things are used to make these kinds of houses. Okay, so it is a small house in which is made generally by putting together the loose or leftover material, and it is often made with modern materials like wood, you can say, metals. Okay, so this is a sack or a cabin, or you can even call it a hut. So basically these kinds of houses are built using the, you can say, a kind of waste materials. Like sometimes we make up projects using the waste material, whatever material it's there available with us, isn't it? So in the same way, these kinds of houses are made using whatever material is available in the surrounding. You can see the iron tins, the wood, the metal. Okay. Okay. So this kind of a house is called a cabin, a small hut, you can say, or a sack. Now, as you can see on the screen, there is a different kind of a house, isn't it? It's a tree house. A tree house is built between the branches of a large tree, and they are often seen as places for children to play. Would you like to play in a tree house? Are you excited to visit a tree house? Basically, these kinds of houses we can find in Kerala. Okay? Or we can even find these houses in the places where we can have picnics. Okay? So, these kinds of houses are made between the branches. As you can see in the pictures also, it is basically built between the branches of big trees. Okay. The next house that we have with us is condominium. Basically, it is a building, or you can say a group of buildings whose apartments are individually owned. We can own even a single floor of this house. So this kind of house in which there is a building, or you can say a group of buildings, and in which we can own the apartment apartments individually, this kind of house is called a condominium. Okay? Okay. The next one with us is the Rambler. It is a house bigger than a cottage and it has number of rooms but on the same floor. On one floor only you can find many rooms. So as you can see on the picture, isn't it looking beautiful? So it is a Rambler. It is bigger than cottage and on one floor only it has lots of rooms. Okay, so this kind of house is called a Rambler. Next, it's beautiful. Isn't it looking beautiful? How many of you have visited a houseboat? Okay, so would you like to visit? Yes, after the lockdown, we all can plan our vacations in a houseboat, isn't it? So as you can see, a houseboat is a boat that has been designed as a home. So this type of houses, you can see a home or a house has been designed on a moving boat. So this kind of houses are mainly found in Jammu and Kashmir, the famous Dal Lake. It is famous for its houseboats. And even the backwaters in Kerala, these are famous for their houseboats. So next time after the lockdown, you people can plan your vacations to either Kerala or Jammu and Kashmir and you people can experience these living in houseboats. Yes? Okay. So today, in today's session, we have discussed about the different kinds of houses. I hope you all liked, isn't it? There are different kinds of houses all over the world. So today we have discussed about those kinds of houses. And here, as you can see on the screen, here is the link. Even you can explore more about whatever we have studied today, that why we need a house and the different types of the houses, the ramblers, the houseboats, the huts. So you people can explore at this site. Okay, I hope you all like the session, isn't it? So we will meet soon in our next session. Till then, bye-bye and take good care of yourself. Stay safe and stay healthy.